Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on Osweiler by SZLM. 196.5 megabytes download, 13 required mods which download automatically. Under build mode, there is nothing added in over and above those 13 required mods. That being said, a couple of the mods that are automatic downloads are extensive to say the least with regard to what's in them. We do have the modern house pack, which I'm pretty sure one of those is 150 something megabyte download. We have got the town productions by Let's Be Having Moo, although it's interesting that the 13 required mods have been used for little bits of those packs, not the whole thing. So we've got some sell points from that pack, but not the productions. But because it's an automatic download, they are available if you want to use them. And we've got the Planet Modular BGA by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice. When we buy the biogas plant, again, this is not a mod review of that, this is just a map tour. It's a minefield, that pack. So something to bear in mind. You might buy it and decide to remove it and put something on there, something else. It's entirely up to you, of course, as always. Slot count is 1,496 on New Farmer and 1,411 on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. Difference is you don't start with any of the equipment and machinery on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch. Contracts are available and crops, there are lots. If we go to here, so it's the things, again, I'm saying lots, it's that thing now where it's a very commonplace thing to see. So things like the humus active, mustard, cover crops, silage maize. The only one of all of these that's put into the ground using a planter is the silage maize. Everything else is put into the ground using a seeder. We've got rye, triticale, spelt, which are, generally speaking, your regularly harvestable crops, grains. Then we've got vetride, green rye, and fieldgrass. Fieldgrass, this is something else I want to say as well. So I said this is a new map. I'm not sure if it's a new map or it's an updated map. It has a changelog. The changelog says, field grass yield increased, field grass harvest states and time adjusted, help page for field grass added, fixed error with vehicle trigger at shop, and fixed additional errors. It doesn't mention console release, but I don't remember this being out before. I don't even remember it on FS22. I'm not sure. It's a curious one. Anyway, so with regard to the field grass, that's sort of relevant. These usually are silage crops. You use a forage harvester for that kind of thing. We'll have a look and see if we can find that page in just a moment, because it says it's added one in. But anyway, we are in Osweiler. This map takes you to the idyllic Osweiler, a small village in eastern Luxembourg. Have we had a Luxembourg map yet? I don't think we have we? Surrounded by gentle forests and wide fields in Luxembourg, farming is modern, with large machines, strong farms and extensive use of technology, which makes working on the fields especially exciting. Now, you'll see as we go around the town, it's all very modern buildings, very modern houses. The main farm, again, a very modern look to it. This is not an old style farm and farming area. Field prices are what you would expect for the size of fields. Nothing crazy about what you expect. There's no massive fields. I mean, saying that, I mean, there are some big fields, but there are a lot of fields, as you can already see. This is a forest area down here. This is a forest area up here and is expensive, as you can see. Now, the BGA is at this plot here, 164. Now, you've got nothing showing at the moment, no icons. If you drive to that site, the biogas plant is there, but there's nothing there for you to access until you buy the land. 2,281,500. So you'll see now when my wife put some extra money in, if we purchase that, that's what it looks like. And this is the difference it makes when we come down to owned. So bunker large, central digestate storage, central slurry storage, electric storage, fermenter, general. Yeah, I mean, there's that all came with just buying the biogas plant. So I say this is not a mod review of that at all, and it is all there and it is accessible for you to play around with if you want to. Available on the map, we've got dairy production, grain mill, oil mill, and spinnery. And like I said, we have got the what's it called? Town Production Pack by Let's Be Having Moo, which has a load of stuff. I mean, I'll quickly show you in here, if we go to our factories, like so, these are required mods. This is not over and above. So we've got liquid productions, creamery. I did a mod review on this entire pack, dry productions. So all of this is added in, but we've also then got selling points as well. There's a whole load of stuff in this pack. Selling points too. This map mostly uses the selling points, interestingly, because the dairy production is actually an OmaTana one. Not that that's overly relevant or anything like that. What we will do then is come back to the map, because what I'm also going to do, just to prove the point, we are at the main vehicle shop. That's where we start, just here. Main vehicle shop and workshop. This is the reset point on the map as well. And at the main farm, we have a double garage just here. And in that double garage, we have a car, which we're going to reset now, like so. The main farm, just here, that you start with on New Farmer, 254,880, which obviously on Farm Manager and Start from Scratch you won't own. And we'd also start with 3 fields just here around it. The rest available upon request. So, vehicle shop, just here. Workshop trigger, round the back. Down there. Reset point, as you can see, is just here. Across the way, gas station, just there. And then just across there, diagonally, we have got the fast food diner sell point. What I'm also going to show you on the map here, so there you go, that's sell point. Not a production, a sell point. In the main town itself, we'll go past 2 or 3 of them, I think. We have got Walter, we have got Ben, we have got Noah, Katie and David. They are all in the main town if you want to go and chat to them. They're not at facilities or anything like that. And saying that, I've just realised there's no animal dealer. No. There's no animal dealer. Okay. So if you are, you don't start with any animal pens on the map at all anyway. But you'd have to do direct purchasing at the animal pen rather than going to collect them. I know for some people that may be an absolute, well, you know, I don't know. Some people prefer the immersion of going to buy their animals. As you can see, very modern town, lots of solar panels. It's quite an extensive town. If we turn just here, next door but one is where Ben is. Have we gone past Walter as well? Walter was about in one of his gardens. In one of his gardens? No, Walter is here. There's Walter, just there. And I think we get to Ben later on, do we? Oh, yeah. I've probably taken the wrong turn, haven't I? No, we're on the right one. So, heading out of the town. We're going to come in and out of the town a couple of times. Or village. There's your grain mill. Just there. It's really lovely sweeping countryside as well. Come back into the town. Oh, this is where yeah. We're going to turn in just a moment, and next door but one to the turning, not this house here, this white house, the slightly darker grey house, next one along, that's where Ben is. We're heading right out into the countryside, out to Lizard Export Company sell point, which is all the way out here on the western edge of the map. So there's your Lizard Export Company sell point. And then just down past that we have got the oil mill. Just there. Back into the town. I keep saying town, what does it say? No, it does say small village. I suppose it depends on your definition. Every time I see one of those big stop signs, I just want to say hammer time. Just want to add that on the bottom of every sign, a little bit of graffiti. Right, down here on our left is Noah on his doorstep just there. And we're going to go left here, yes. A little side turning, almost like a little crescent where Katie lives. Just there. Then we're going to go out to the edge of the town. To the spinnery, which is just here. Then we're going to turn left here. Yes, it is. Down this turning, I think it is. David lives down there. Cafe sell point, just there. We've got the waffle and donut sell point, just there. And then if we just whiz up along here, this is the dairy production. Just here. Now, dairy production we will have a quick look at, not necessarily purchase, but if we come to here and down to there, these are standard. This one, the dairy production, has ice creams added in. So you've got chocolate ice cream, honey ice cream, strawberry and vanilla thrown in as well. Oh, and yogurt down the bottom. Do we have yogurt normally? We don't, do we? So those are all been, oh yeah, and goat milk yogurt. So yeah, those have been added in on that one. I say that's I think that's an OmaTana one, isn't it? If I recall correctly, did I do? I'm trying to think if I did a review on this one. No, they're already there. One of them, it might have been the Let's Be Having Moo pack. When you produce them, they appear in the trays as you make them, which was quite cool. And there was a menu board as well, I think. But that might have been, yeah, that might have been the Let's Be Having Moo pack. Right, back from here, we go across the forecourt of the waffle and donuts. And we're going to head out of town towards the biogas plant. We'll drive around it. Like I say, I mean, it is a minefield of stuff. But we've got the wholesale market sell point just up here. It's a very specific decision to make, isn't it? To have required mods, especially the packs that there are. You can see why the modern house sets were included, because the main village itself is, you know, it's all those with solar panels and stuff. But the Let's Be Having Moo pack, there's a lot in that pack for, how many was it? 4 sell points that it's used out of that pack, and not the productions. So I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? And also you've got the I guess as well, it depends how you feel about productions. A lot of maps now that are using the additional crop types with your rye, triticale, spelt, all those kind of things, they will then, again, it's a sweeping statement, will have some productions that require those things. This map is just one of those ones. It's just giving you the extra crops. They're there, they're available. Plant them, harvest them, silage harvest them, mow them, whatever it is you're going to do. But there's not necessarily an ongoing production for them. So we come down to the grain mill. That's just standard stuff. That doesn't do rye, triticale, spelt or anything like that to give you flour or different sorts of flour. So yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess it comes down to what the map maker requires. So yeah, this is complicated. we'll stick with complicated. Have I turned off my menu? Let me just double check something. Oh no, hold on. We did buy it all, didn't we? Yes, we've got all this stuff here. So we come across, for example, to this one here. There's our fermenter slurry, which takes slurry and gives fermenter slurry, and that takes slurry and gives you liquid fermenter slurry. Yeah, I say I'm not deep diving into all this. It's that takes storable fermenter residue and gives you digester. Yeah, there's. I think in essence what happens is you end up putting it all into the main digester as you normally would do, and then everything else you set to distributing, and it just distributes out around the various different systems. Yeah, there's a lot going on. We do also have, that reminds me, we go into this menu here and we come to there, under the Town Productions pack, we do have this tanker available as well, which does I mean, anything in that pack. So if you are going to use that, there is a tanker available as well in there. Again, not a mod review of that pack, but it is there. So, that's the biogas plant. We are going to go straight out and across here. I guess because of all the Christmas mod and map madness, I think I've almost caught up. I think there's 3 maps that I haven't done map tours on. I'm doing another one in a little while once I finish this one. The 3 that I haven't done, I don't think I'm going to do map tours on for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into. But it was just absolute craziness, and I guess I've kind of... Some of the map tours I've done have been so complicated, packed with stuff. Loads of productions, loads of onward productions, loads of things that require other things. To have a map that's fairly standard, that doesn't have any of the extra stuff. You've just got a little village in the middle, you've got a few sell points, and you've got a load of fields. I mean, look at it, it's beautiful, it's lovely sweeping landscape. I mean, you look across there now, that looks like almost like an AI generated image. It's that thing of, if you put in sweeping farmland, you know, as an AI prompt, that's what you'd kind of get, type of thing. But it's lovely. Yeah, I suppose my brain is like, where's the rest of it? Where's the bits? Where's the tricky bits? Where's the bits I've got to find? You know, it's crazy, but I suppose that's how your brain becomes attuned. So we're coming down to the start farm, and you'll see how modern and whiz-bangy it is. We'll park up just there. Open the gates. Very modern rod mat fencing. Farmer 400 silo, standard crop type, 400,000 litres. Equipment and machinery. Weeder, seeder, planter, cultivator tucked away under there. We've got, so this is the garage, again, modern garage with a trailer. This door is open. This is where the car was that we reset just to prove the reset point on the map. And then we've got the main farmhouse. I mean, like I say, as far as farmhouses go, now this one is it the third door? I think it's the third door. Open gate. Sleep trigger just there. Wardrobe trigger in the wardrobe. There you go. There's your wardrobe trigger. That's your main house. Header and header trailer. Trailer. Broadcast seed or fertilizer spreader. It depends, because there's a modded one of those as well. Then in this barn we are a class farm. Class tractors, class harvester, and workshop trigger just there. If we come back out and click on here, go back to the map, just there. So we started here at the main town, we did this little bit here, and then we swept out there. Then we came up there, just past Ben, and all the way out to there. Took in those, we came back into the town, down past Noah, then we went along there, around the crescent out to the spinnery. Then we came up past the cafe, waffle and donut, then out to the dairy production, then back out across the forecourt there, out to the wholesale. It was wholesale, wasn't it? Yeah, wholesale market, out to the biogas plant, which is just there. And then we came across there, all the way down, past that turning, to this turning here, down there, to the start farm. The rest of it is all fields. What I will do, just very quickly, let's go airborne, and we want to go out to... So this is this corner, which is a load of forestry here, and the top corner. So northeast, southeast. These plots are quite expensive as well. So when you look at the map, it's difficult to tell, because it doesn't necessarily look like it's a forest. Oh, yeah, I suppose it is, yeah. So that one, yeah, 2,245,000, and this one up here, 1,184,000. There are a couple of smaller plots, so you haven't got to go straight full bore. If I want to do forestry, I need to raise 2 million. You know, there are some forestry plots on there as well, if you just want to have a bit of a dabble, you know, dip your toes and see what it's like type thing. And there you go. That's Osweiler. Like I say, whether it is a new map, whether it is an updated map, It's new to console, I guess, whichever way around you look at it. That is by SZLM. I hope you have found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.